No slides, no rollout, no Pentagon press release. Just a presidential statement on a tarmac in Qatar. We're doing an F-55 with 2 engines because I don't like single engines. The aviation world blinked. Yet behind that offhand remark lies a web of complexity, global rivalry, and trillion-dollar consequences. Welcome to Defense Firepower. Today we examine whether Trump's F-55 is the next leap in U.S. air power or just a $200 billion political fantasy. The F-55, as envisioned, would be a twin-engine variant of the Lockheed Martin F-35, already one of the most expensive weapons platforms ever built. This version would aim to correct what some see as the F-35's Achilles heel, its reliance on a single engine in high-risk environments. The F-35A uses one Pratt & Whitney F-135 engine, generating around 43,000 pounds of thrust. Swapping in 2 engines, like the next-generation XA-102 or XA-103 being developed under the NGAP program, could push that total thrust above 100,000 pounds. That's more than the F-22 Raptor, and comparable to a twin-engine heavy strike aircraft. In theory, the F-55 could fly faster, climb quicker, and carry heavier payloads deeper into contested airspace. In naval operations, it would offer improved safety margins, a key concern during carrier launches and recoveries. But performance comes at a price. Redesigning the F-35 airframe to accommodate dual engines isn't just a retrofit. It's a full-scale re-engineering effort. Changes to weight distribution, fuel systems, cooling, and avionics would all be required. Cost per jet could balloon from today's $80 million to well over $120, $150 million. The F-35 program already has a projected lifetime cost of $1.7 trillion, the most expensive in military history. Introducing the F-55 would mean overlapping sustainment structures, new tooling, fresh testing cycles, and massive R&D overhead. Several defense analysts believe the total bill could top $200 billion before the first production unit even enters service. And that's assuming international partners like the UK, Japan, and Italy are on board, a risky assumption in today's budget climate. That number isn't just symbolic. It's enough to fund 2 aircraft carrier groups, or 3 decades of A-10 operations, or most of the U.S. Army's modernization plan. The Pentagon has every reason to hesitate. After Boeing beat Lockheed Martin and Northrop Grumman for the NGAD contract and won the right to build the F-47, Lockheed countered with a quieter pitch, the F-35D, nicknamed the Ferrari fighter. This isn't a new jet. It's a 5th-generation plus overhaul of the existing F-35. The idea is to bolt on 80% of 6th-gen features, adaptive engines, passive sensors, stealth upgrades, network data sharing, without abandoning the F-35 airframe. Cost? About half of a 6th-gen fighter, or around $150 million per aircraft. Still high, but far more feasible than designing a brand new stealth platform from scratch. Trump didn't stop with the F-55. He also promised a super upgrade to the F-22 Raptor, calling it, quote, the most beautiful fighter jet in the world. The F-22 line closed in 2011 after only 187 jets were delivered. Restarting production is virtually impossible without enormous cost. Some estimates place the figure above $40 billion just to relaunch the assembly line. However, incremental upgrades are already in motion. Stealthy drop tanks, infrared search, and track pods, upgraded radar absorptive coatings, and improved electronic warfare capabilities. These could extend the F-22's combat reach by 30–40% and keep it relevant into the 2040. If you're wondering whether this is all political theater, consider this. China's J-35 is already flying. It's a carrier-based, twin-engine stealth fighter that looks strikingly similar to the F-35C. Designed for operations in the Western Pacific, The J-35 is expected to carry up to 8,000 kilograms of payload and feature a combat radius of over 1,000 nautical miles. In other words, it's built to challenge U.S. dominance at sea. The F-55, if real, would be a direct response. Bigger engines, more thrust, and longer legs to counter Chinese carrier formations in the Indo-Pacific. Here's the kicker. The F-55 doesn't exist in any formal program. There's no line item in the defense budget, no prototype on a runway, just a presidential statement and a media echo chamber. Is it possible Trump was floating a trial balloon? Absolutely! Past comments, like the infamous F-52 remark in 2018, show that these moments can sometimes be bluster. But this one has legs, and the industry is watching. The F-55 isn't just a potential aircraft. It's a reflection of what America wants from its air power. Unmatched capability, survivability, and prestige. But every dollar spent on it could delay other programs, strain partnerships, and ignite a bureaucratic storm. In a defense landscape where even the F-47's 1,000 nautical mile combat radius and Mach 2+ speeds are raising eyebrows, there's little margin for another over-budget experiment. But the world is watching, and so is China. So what do you think, Fighter Nation? Is Trump's F-55 the next leap in U.S. air power, or just a $200 billion political fantasy? Drop your take in the comments. Thank you for watching Defense Firepower. Next, we're diving into the stealth war between the F-47 and GCAP, and why Lockheed might not be done yet. Don't forget to subscribe, and hit that bell, so you don't miss the next real-world military firepower breakdowns. Stay locked and loaded.